Hello, folks. Rick Berube here for another Facebook Live on this May 17th. Woo! Okay, we are exactly 1.5 months through the second quarter, which makes it, okay, we finished the first quarter. We're halfway through the second quarter. So that halfway point of the year, is right there. You're 6 weeks away from the halfway point of the year. So this is the time of the year I like to look at my numbers and say, okay, where am I? Like, how am I doing in reference to my goal? Okay, am I 30% of the way there, 40% of the way there? I know that a lot of times we're a little behind in the first quarter, but by the second quarter, the end of the second quarter, you should be close to right on. And by the third quarter, you could hopefully be a little ahead. That's pretty much the way I see it, based on the way the quarters work out. I mean, I know Las Vegas, Arizona, and California, it's not as seasonal as where I'm from, but there is some seasonality to it. Okay? Plus, okay, so let's talk a little bit about that. So decide where you are. I shouldn't say decide. Find out, figure out where you are by doing your numbers. Hopefully you're keeping your numbers by now. I mean, I've been preaching this long enough to say you're a business, walking, talking business. As the great philosopher Jay-Z, they asked him if he was a businessman. He goes, I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. So I love it. So if you want to be a businessman or woman, you got to know your numbers. You got to know where you are in order to, move on to the next part. Otherwise, you're just lying to yourself. Know your numbers. Now, if you want help with your numbers, join my coaching. Okay, or at least email my assistant, Michelle, 1L, Michellea at bhhsnv.com. Michelle Allensworth, you know how that works, right? Michelle A at bhhsnv.com. But relax, she's on vacation for a few more days, so she doesn't get back to you right away. You know where she is, okay? So know where you are, know your numbers, so you can reel yourself in. I mean, you got to know where you are. Okay, that's number one. Number two, let's talk a little bit about the market. Everyone's going, oh my God, is the market crumbling? Have you noticed a difference? Yeah, I've noticed a difference. You're getting, 5 offers in 2 weeks instead of 10 offers, in 1 week. That's really the big difference right now. It's if you have a property on the market and it's priced right, it's still going to sell for on or over asking, depending on which price range it's in. It's that simple. So, I think in Phoenix, there might be 4,000 homes on the market. When I say Phoenix, the Phoenix market, Phoenix Scottsdale market, 4,000 homes on the market. Vegas has right under 3,000. Now, just to give you perspective, when I started with the company 8 years ago, Phoenix had about 45,000 homes on the market and Vegas had around 30. So in order for Phoenix to even be close to a even market, not buyers, not sellers, it would probably need 25,000 homes on the market, and Vegas would probably be about 15,000, just to make it somewhat even. Okay, so one's at Phoenix is at 4,000, Vegas is at 2,500, 2,600. Not even close to making a swap. I know in California you have no inventory, so it's not even, if you're up in Linda, there's 7 homes on the market, maybe 9 now. Okay, so it's crazy that those properties come on and sell right away. So, I mean, there's so many different things you can look at in there. I mean, I know that the interest rates have gone up and we have inflation going through the roof and, the stock market's back down to where it was basically 2 years ago and all that stuff is going on. I get it. But that being said, we've never had an inventory issue like this before. There's basically no inventory. So maybe the interest rates slow down in appreciation a little bit, and it will definitely. But I don't see it stopping. I don't see how. If someone says to me, well, the market's about to crash. Okay, explain to me how. Well, because that's what CNN told me. Well, it doesn't matter what CNN told you or MSNBC or Fox or whoever. It's what, how? How would that happen? I mean, the last crash, there was a whole bunch of reasons. Crazy lending, massive inventory. This is a whole different thing, and the crazy lending is not going on. So are we even close to having it be a buyer's market? No. We're close. We're at a point where it might be left. I mean, we just had the best year ever in the history of real estate last year. Like in the history of real estate. And then people are like, well, it's not the same this year. Well, you're comparing it to the best year ever in the history of real estate. If we come in at 92, 93%, that's what it's looking like right now, by the way. That's the second best year in the history of real estate. Yeah, but I want the first best year. Well, okay, we can't have the first best year every year. We've just had a few of those in a row. It's got to level out. You go from 20-something% appreciation, 30-something if you're in Phoenix, and everything in between in California and so forth. It can only do that so many years before it's got to level out, or it will crash out the other way. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is, number one, know where you are, know your numbers. Number two, okay, understand the market. But what are the opportunities in a market like this? Now, if you have sellers that have been saying, I'm waiting for the market to cap out, if you want to sell in the next couple of years, now is a great time because the interest rates are going to keep going up. Who knows? I mean, historically, this is what it looks like before it starts to turn. But like I said, there's always that inventory issue that's not going to go away for at least a long time. Okay, so there's so many reasons you can talk to people in your sphere and call them and find out who's doing something and call the buyers back. There are a few more homes on the market now. Maybe you have a chance to get in there. Buy the rate down if you're worried about the rates. So many things you can do. All right, so get out there and talk to them. Okay, understand that all the quarters aren't even. Okay, like you're going to do, I would say in Vegas, you could probably plan on 18, 20%, or Phoenix, 18 and 20% in your first year is a good estimate in your first quarter. You should be over 25% of your business in the second quarter and close to that or more in the third quarter, and then the balance made up in the fourth. So I wouldn't say it's uncommon to have 25, 30% in the second and third quarter, almost 20 and almost 20 in the third and the first and fourth. That's a good way, right? So you got 4 quarters. You're never going to do even amounts in all four quarters. So all you can do is understand where you are and plan on for the balance of the year. Okay? Now, maybe you even say to yourself, what can I do differently? Like, what's the thing I told myself that I would do this year that I'm not doing? Okay, what am I doing what did I say I would do that I'm not doing? Am I doing all my prospecting? Am I making all my contacts? By the way, if you need a refresher and you're in Las Vegas or you need CE credit, I'm doing Success Series 1 to 4. Today, I started yesterday, but you can still jump in and there's still 4 days of it. Finishing on Friday, 1 to 4, St. Rose office, second floor. Go on the education site if you want to register for CE credit. Make sure you do that. Okay, and in Arizona or California, just get on Google Meets and you can see me there as well. All right, so especially if you're brand new and you haven't done it, or if you've done it several times but just not this year, it's time to do it. I'm constantly changing it. Okay, make sure that you should be getting educated. You got to sharpen the axe, as the saying goes. Okay, and then, so remember this. Okay, so regardless of where you are, we still have most of the year ahead of us. So if you're behind, you can catch up. If you're ahead, keep the foot on the gas pedal. Best way to keep your momentum going is by not losing what you currently have in momentum. That's critically important. Okay, so I would say definitely keep the foot on the pedal, keep it rocking, and there's so many opportunities out there right now. I will tell you there are fewer people getting into the business right now, though, so that's a good sign. Okay, for competition reasons, Mark doesn't like when I say that because fewer agents to join, but new agents, I should say, but plenty of seasoned agents out there. By the way, if you're an agent at another company and you're not with Berkshire Hathaway, give us a look. Okay, we have some good programs for you guys, and arguably, I wouldn't even say arguably, we have the best brand in real estate. Fortune magazine, top 10. Every year since I've been here, I'm not taking credit. This year we were number 6, I think, right behind Disney, Amazon, Google. So, and Fortune magazine ranks the top 10 most trusted names every year, and Berkshire Hathaway is always in the top 10. And last year I think we were number 7. We've been as high as 3 or 4. But there's no other real estate company on there. So my point is, if you're thinking about making a swap, give us a shot. Also, if you're thinking about, even if you're at a different company and you want to, get a little training in, come down to the St. Rose office today. We let you in. Only if you want CE, you have to set up ahead of time. If you want to stop in and see us for the training, you can come at any time. Second floor, St. Rose. And then for the rest of the year, just decide what you're going to do. And if you need to be doing something differently, start implementing it immediately. Okay, we are in the hot season, and I'm not talking just about the temperature. We are at the beginning of the hot season, okay, for listing and selling, or I would say we are right in the middle of it, actually. All right, so we have a lot of business left to do this year. So if you're on pace, great, keep doing what you're doing. If you're not, what things do you need to add to get back or even ahead of pace? Okay, so you can it doesn't have to be the best year in real estate, as a market, for you to have your best year. As a matter of fact, some of my best years ever when the market okay, was not going in the right direction because most people don't have a great attitude and, they're not positive. If you're relying on the market, you're not doing it right. You got to be relying on you, your company, your activities, your tools, your mindset, and that's how you maximize this experience called real estate. Now, if you're wondering, where's Bobby today? Bobby Dust, because she's on the schedule. She had a slight emergency. She's fine. Everything's good. So I'm going to reschedule her for another day. Okay? Any questions out there, Paul? I can't see because I don't have my glasses on.
No questions.
No questions. They've got this all figured out. This is a good sign. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Hopefully see you today at Success Series. And we'll do it again on Thursday. See you guys.